How often is it do you have a wax figure of yourself made? It's like a little, I'm so deeply honored to be the first transgender person to be so honored. They're my favorite friends. Luckily, I've never been arrested in real life, so. We're about to see the results. Gosh, this is so weird. I asked them to make me thinner. And they said that they could not do that. So they're very accurate.
3, 2, 1. Boom.
He's very tall. I'm not gonna kiss myself. What do you think? Do you think she looks like me? This is an amazing day in so many ways. Marriage equality is now the law of the land. Can we make some noise for that, everybody? When I got the news this morning, I couldn't help but think about what love has meant for me as a transgender woman of color. I've been told by men that I have dated, straight identified men, that I could only be loved in private, really sexually objectified in private, and that I could not be loved in the open. And this is the reality for far too many transgender women that I know. I've so often internalized the messages that I do not deserve to be loved in public. That so much of my work every single day is working to not internalize those messages, those stigmatizing messages. And I gotta tell you, getting a wax figure of yourself at Madame Tussauds, it actually has created even more anxiety that I'm like, oh my gosh, have I done enough to be worthy of this? And so much of my work that I have to do every day to love myself is to tell myself that I am worthy. Not because of what I've done, what I've accomplished, but because I am a child of God. It was so important for me that my mom be here today because sometimes all of this life that I'm living is really intense, and my mom reminds me of where I came from. I wouldn't be here today if someone did not love me, if my mother did not love me. And it means the world to me to get to stand here with my mother and celebrate this moment. I often like to think about when we say negative things about people, we should think that they have a brother, a sister, an aunt, an uncle, a mother, and a father, and what would that do to that mother? We are human beings, and we have families, and we deserve love and acceptance. And I've often said that loving a transgender person is a revolutionary act. So I would like to encourage everyone out there as we celebrate love today to join the revolution and love transgender people in public, especially those men, those straight identified men who are sexually objectifying us in private. Come out and love us in public and celebrate each and every one of us. Thank you so much, San Francisco. None of us is here without those who have come before us. And there's so many folks, trans and gender non-conforming people who have come before me, whose shoulders I stand on. And being here in San Francisco and the Compton cafeteria riots being mentioned earlier, all of that is so important to remember, that we remember that history. Thank you.
How does the community accept your daughter?
Everybody in Mobile now wants to be a member of the family. My church family is very, very accepting now of Laverne and her situation, and I was really shocked. I come from a very, very religious background, so that's been really wonderful to have my church to accept everything. No more questions.
This is your very first press conference. Bravo, bravo, bravo. Isn't you amazing?
50 years from now, somebody walks in here and sees your statue, your wax figure. What do you want them to feel and think?
It gives people a sense of possibility that yes, I'm transgender, but I'm also a black person in America. And I was raised African Methodist Episcopal. And we know what happened at the AME Church in Charleston, South Carolina last week. And it's just devastating. So I'm standing here at the intersection of multiple identities. And so I hope that people will be inspired to believe that anything is possible. And 50 years from now, I hope that all the issues that we're dealing with now in terms of race, class, gender, and various inequities will be eliminated 50 years from now. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Laverne Cox, ladies and gentlemen.